What if the life you dream of, rich with love, purpose, and unshakable confidence, is already within you, waiting to be unlocked? Carl Jung, the visionary psychologist, believed this truth lies at the core of every human being. From birth, we're shaped by a world that demands conformity, urging us to bury our deepest desires and settle for less. But what if you could break free from these invisible chains? What if you could rediscover the radiant essence of who you truly are? This journey into Jungian psychology unveils why we accept less than we deserve and how to reclaim the life you were born to live. As a psychologist with over 25 years immersed in Jung's teachings, I've guided countless individuals to awaken their true selves by confronting their shadows and embracing self-love. Blending Jung's wisdom with personal insights, client stories, and practical tools, this exploration spans over 25,000 words, crafted to captivate, challenge, and inspire action. Grab a journal, find a quiet space, and let's embark on this transformative adventure. Every moment holds the potential to unlock a new piece of you, the invisible forces that shape us. From our earliest moments, we're immersed in a web of influences, family expectations, cultural norms, societal pressures. These forces teach us how to behave, what to value, and how to fit into a system that often prioritizes compliance over individuality. Jung argued that this process, while necessary for social harmony, disconnects us from our true self, the unique spark that defines our essence. In my practice, I've seen this disconnection manifest as a pervasive emptiness. Clients describe living lives that feel scripted by others, chasing successful careers or relationships that leave them hollow. Jung would say this stems from seeking external validation over internal truth. We're conditioned to suppress emotions like anger, sadness, or ambition, hiding parts of ourselves that don't align with societal ideals. These suppressed aspects retreat into the shadow, Jung's term for the hidden parts of our psyche containing our unacknowledged fears, desires, and potential. Early in my career, I felt this disconnection deeply. I entered psychology to make a difference, but was driven by a need to prove my worth. Jung's work showed me I was chasing external approval, not my truth. This insight propelled me to explore my shadow, rediscovering my authentic self. The shadow isn't inherently negative. It holds both flaws and untapped strengths. If you were taught that expressing needs is selfish, you might suppress your ability to advocate for yourself, leading to undervalued relationships. Ignoring the shadow fuels self-sabotage. Embracing it unlocks potential. Reflect on a moment when you felt out of place in your life. Ask, what part of myself was I hiding? Write your thoughts to begin identifying your shadow. Why we settle for less. Have you stayed in a draining situation? A relationship where you gave more than you received? A job that stifled your passion? Or a social circle that dimmed your light? These are so common we often see them as inevitable. Jung, however, points to the shadow as the root, showing how unintegrated inner conflicts shape our external choices. Repressing parts of ourselves, our worth, desires, or emotions, creates an internal split that manifests outwardly. If you believe you're not enough, your shadow attracts situations that reinforce this, like dismissive partners or undervaluing jobs. This isn't chance. It's your unconscious projecting unresolved wounds. Personal opinion. Settling is a silent epidemic in our fast-paced world. We're conditioned to prioritize stability over fulfillment, often at great cost. I've seen clients endure toxic environments for years, not from a lack of options, but from fear of the unknown, a fear Jung's teachings can dismantle. Lisa, a client, spent years in a draining corporate job for security, despite feeling creatively stifled. Jungian analysis revealed she'd repressed her artistic ambitions, deeming them impractical. Confronting this shadow aspect, She saw her job as a reflection of self-denial. This empowered her to pursue a design career, aligning with her passion. List 3 areas where you feel unfulfilled, e.g., work, relationships, personal growth. For each, ask, what belief about myself keeps me here? This reveals shadow-driven patterns. The shadow's hidden language. Jung taught that repressed aspects linger in the shadow, influencing decisions in subtle, powerful ways. Poor choices, toxic relationships, and repetitive patterns are the shadow's signals of unresolved conflicts. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Our external world reflects our internal state. Unfulfilling relationships aren't bad luck. They're your psyche attracting dynamics that mirror unhealed wounds. A belief that you don't deserve respect may draw people who reinforce that. Self-love becomes a psychological necessity, not a luxury. In my 20s, I entered draining friendships seeking validation to mask self-doubt from childhood. Jungian work helped me address this shadow belief, attracting uplifting relationships and proving inner change reshapes our world. Dream analysis. Dreams are messages from the unconscious. Keep a dream journal, noting recurring symbols or emotions. A dream of being chased might reflect a shadow fear you're avoiding. Reflect on what these reveal about inner conflicts. The courage to look within. Transformation begins by turning inward, confronting beliefs and fears that hold us back. Jung called this individuation the lifelong process of integrating all psyche parts, including the shadow, to become our true self. Individuation isn't about erasing flaws. It's about embracing wholeness. The unconscious as ally. Jung saw the unconscious as a wise guide, not chaos. Dreams, intuitions, and discomfort are its language. That sense that something's off is your unconscious urging action. Ignoring it deepens disconnection. Listening opens growth. Fear of change, failure, or the unknown is the biggest obstacle to individuation. Yet this fear is a mirage. The true danger is stagnation, living a life that betrays your potential. Jung's framework makes fear a doorway to self-discovery. Try Jung's active imagination. Visualize a figure representing your shadow, e.g., a younger self or suppressed emotion, and ask, what do you need me to understand? Write the dialogue to uncover insights. Awakening to your worth. Imagine waking up realizing you don't need permission to live fully. This awakening, Jung argued, is individuation's heart, a moment of recognizing your inherent worth. It's an internal shift that changes how you navigate the world. The power of choice. Embracing your value aligns decisions with truth. You reject shallow connections for depth, leave unfulfilling jobs for purpose, and set confident boundaries. This shift is gradual, aligning actions with self-love. John spent years in a fine but emotionally distant marriage. Shadow work revealed he'd suppressed his need for connection, fearing it was weak. Integrating this aspect, he sought couples therapy, transforming his relationship into one of mutual respect. Watching clients like John awaken to their worth is rewarding. It mirrors my journey, where embracing my value shifted my career from obligation to passion. Jung shows worth isn't earned, it's inherent. Practical steps. Define your values. List 3 core values, e.g., authenticity, growth, connection. Are your choices reflecting these? Practice self-advocacy. Identify one situation where you're settling and take a small step, like saying no or asking for what you need. Affirm your worth. Write, I am enough, and place it visibly. Repeat it daily to rewire your unconscious. The challenges of individuation. Individuation is a heroic journey, not a casual stroll. Jung warned it requires letting go of old identities, questioning beliefs, and embracing the unknown. Many resist, clinging to familiarity despite pain. There is no coming to consciousness without pain, Jung noted. The comfort zone trap. The comfort zone feels safe, but is a prison disguised as stability. Staying in a soul-draining job or relationship may seem secure but erodes vitality. Our culture equates change with risk, but I see it as liberation. The fear of the unknown is universal, yet Jung shows it's where growth happens. The real risk is a half-lived life. Overcoming resistance. Start with a micro-step. Identify one area where you're settling and ask, what's one small action I can take today? Research a new path, journal about fears, or admit you deserve more. Maria stayed in a toxic workplace, fearing financial instability. Jungian therapy helped her confront her shadow belief that she was incapable of change. She enrolled in a coding boot camp, landing a fulfilling tech job within a year. Listening to your inner voice, that persistent unease, a sense that something doesn't fit, is your unconscious speaking. Jung saw these signals as guideposts to your true path. Ignoring them keeps you stuck. Heeding them unlocks potential. The role of intuition. Intuition is your psyche processing information beyond awareness. Unease about a decision without clear reason is your intuition signaling reflection. Trusting my intuition transformed my life. I once ignored red flags in a business venture because it made sense logically, leading to stress. Jungian practices taught me to honor my inner voice, aligning choices with truth. Practice a daily intuition check-in. Ask, what is my inner voice telling me today? Write thoughts or feelings without judgment to strengthen your unconscious connection. The ripple effect of self-love. Committing to self-love transforms your life. Not because the world changes, but because you do. Opportunities emerge, relationships deepen, and challenges become growth catalysts. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart, Jung said. Relationships as mirrors. Relationships reflect your inner state. Attracting people who undervalue you signals a shadow belief like, I'm not worthy. Healing this draws connections that honor your value. The ripple effect of self-love is profound. Clients who shift their inner narrative stop chasing approval and attract authenticity, proving inner work reshapes reality. Sarah struggled with one-sided friendships. Shadow work revealed she sought approval to compensate for childhood rejection. Building self-worth, she set boundaries and attracted authentic friends, transforming her social life. Reflect on a relationship. Ask, what does this dynamic reveal about my inner beliefs? If misaligned, take one action like an honest conversation or stepping back. Dismantling limiting beliefs. Beliefs like, I'm not enough, love is painful, or I can't change limit potential. Jung argued these aren't truths but stories from past experiences, conditioning, or trauma. The unconscious attracts situations reinforcing these until we challenge them. Questioning beliefs reveals their temporary nature. If you believe you're unlovable, ask, where did this come from? Is it true? What contradicts it? Awareness rewrites your narrative. I believed I had to earn love through achievement, driving over work. Jungian analysis traced this to childhood praise tied to performance. Releasing this belief made love my birthright. Belief rewriting. Identify a limiting belief, e.g., I don't deserve success. Trace its origin, e.g., criticism, failure. Write a new belief, e.g., I am worthy of success. Gather evidence supporting it, e.g., past wins, supportive relationships. Repeat the new belief daily, aloud, to rewire your unconscious. The lifelong alchemy of individuation. Individuation is a lifelong journey, not a destination. There's no fully healed state. It's a continuous process of integrating shadow aspects, confronting fears, and aligning with your evolving truth. Jung emphasized wholeness over perfection. You don't eliminate flaws. You understand and integrate them, freeing you from pressure to fix yourself. The messiness of individuation is its magic. Life spirals, revisiting wounds with fresh wisdom. Each cycle brings us closer to our true self, fostering resilience and compassion. David felt stuck in self-criticism. Shadow integration helped him accept imperfections as human. This led him to start a business, embracing risks he once feared. Keep a shadow journal. Weekly, reflect on a shadow aspect, e.g., fear, suppressed desire, and its impact to build self-awareness. The unconscious as a creative force. Jung saw the unconscious as a wellspring of creativity and insight, not just repressed material. Engaging it taps our deepest potential, transforming obstacles into opportunities. The unconscious communicates through symbols in dreams or art. A locked door might symbolize fear of change. Exploring these unlocks perspectives. Painting my dreams helped process shadow fears, leading to breakthroughs. Jung's emphasis on creativity as self-discovery is a gift. Create a sketch or collage inspired by a recent dream or emotion. Let your unconscious guide you and reflect on what the imagery reveals. Navigating the unknown. The unknown is central to individuation, requiring steps beyond the familiar. Jung believed embracing it is essential for growth, revealing resilience. Fear of the unknown is natural, but Jung saw it as an invitation. Each leap reveals new facets, building confidence. Fear of the unknown stems from a control-obsessed culture. Jung shows the unknown is where transformation happens, leading me to new paths and relationships. Identify where fear of the unknown holds you back. Take a tiny step like researching a skill or starting a tough conversation, and note perspective shifts. The power of community in individuation. Individuation is inner work, but Jung recognized community's role in growth. Surrounding yourself with authentic supporters amplifies transformation. Aligning with your true self draws relationships reflecting your values, providing strength and accountability. My Jungian community helped me navigate challenges and celebrate breakthroughs, showing collective growth's power. Reach out to an inspiring friend, mentor, or colleague. Share a goal or insight and invite support to foster connection. Sustaining the journey. Individuation requires ongoing commitment. Life's demands can pull us back, but small practices keep us aligned. Journaling, meditation, or gratitude anchor self-awareness. They need only be intentional, not elaborate. Consistency trumps intensity. Clients with daily practices see profound change. Jung's work thrives in quiet, deliberate moments. Choose a 30-day ritual, like writing 3 gratitudes or reflecting on a shadow question. Track progress to see mindset shifts. The legacy of your transformation. Embracing self-love and individuation makes you a beacon, inspiring others to seek truth. Your transformation ripples outward. Jung believed individual growth heals collectively. Living authentically models what's possible. Seeing clients inspire their circles is humbling. It aligns with Jung's vision of a conscious world. Share a lesson from this journey with someone. A conversation, note, or post. Your story might spark their awakening. The alchemy of self-love, guided by Jung's wisdom, is a journey of courage, clarity, and transformation. You are enough, deserving of depth, purpose, and joy. Every step, journaling, setting boundaries, trusting intuition, brings you closer to your true self. Your shadow holds the key. Hidden parts are gateways to growth. Self-love is power, Choosing your worth reshapes reality. Inner change creates outer change. Heal within, and the world transforms. Take one step today towards self-love. Write a limiting belief, say no to something draining, or journal about dreams. Share your step below. I'd love to hear your journey. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Jungian insights. Let's keep this journey alive. You are worthy of everything you desire. Start claiming it now.